everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's showdown will feature some intriguing matchups, including a pair of safeties roaming the middle of the field. It's the Chiefs going up against the Giants. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Guyton, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
The Giants' new kicker for 2017, Aldrick Rosas, will get us started as off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Kansas City Chiefs sitting at 4-0, and we're going to see them on offense here in a second with Alex Smith, that man at quarterback who's leading the NFL in passer rating through 4 weeks.
Part of the reason the Chiefs are 4-0, right? I think it's a huge reason that Kansas City is 4-0, and this is a guy that I've described in recent weeks as being extremely confident. He's very aware of who he is and understands how to play the game now, doesn't he? And doesn't matter what week, how offense is running, it seems like Alex Smith finds a way to make a difference in the game.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Not surprising to see Collins in on the tackle. He had 125 of them last year, most by a safety in Giants history.
He plays like a linebacker in the run game. His biggest improvement last year, his ability to defend the pass. He's going to be one of the best safeties in the league for a long time.
On second down, here's Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
They ranked 20th overall in total offense in 2016, but when I look at Kansas City's offense, I see much better than that. Wide receivers who are fast and skillful downfield, running backs who make people miss and can get the ball into the end zone, a tight end who's a game breaker down the middle. I think this team is way better than the numbers suggest.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Smith. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On fourth down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Giants, Dwayne Harris. This is Harris. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York Giants taking the field, led by Eli Manning, and they're just trying to look for any momentum right now. 0-4 through the first 4 weeks of the season, Charles. That's only the second time in 30 years that's happened for that franchise.
So they're seeking inspiration in any quarter they can find it, right? Because they didn't expect to be on. Did you expect them to be 0-4?
No, at least win one of the first 4.
And the New York Jets are 2-2. In that city, no one saw that coming. So I guess the inspiration has to be the San Diego Chargers of 1992. They started 0-4 and still made the playoffs. It's a long slog, but I wouldn't give up on it if I were the Giants.
That Chargers team, the only team since the merger to start 0-4 and get into the playoffs. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. And the starting offense now for the Giants.
Brandon Marshall's always been productive in the NFL. It doesn't matter what team he has played for. But now that he's moving from the Jets to the Giants, and he had a little bit of a down year in 2016 with the Jets, count on that competitive fire to really come to the front. They'll pair him with Odell Beckham Jr., giving him 2 large receivers on the outside who can flat out run and create home run throws.
First carry now for Paul Perkins. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. From midfield, here's Manning. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The 4th-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On first down, Smith. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Smith on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dalvin Tomlinson able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A long way to go for the offense here on third down. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Before New York takes another snap here on offense for the next series, you know, their running game so far this year has been a problem, hasn't it? 30th in the NFL.
You know, Paul Perkins, largely ineffective. He's supposed to be their lead runner. Orleans Darkwa's been hurt. Shane Vereen, we've known him for a while. More of a third down type of a back, not a full-time ball carrier. So I'm thinking Wayne Gallman, the rookie out of Clemson. This is his opportunity. I think the door is open for him.
Scored his first NFL touchdown in his NFL debut on his birthday, no less, in that loss to Tampa Bay. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back now at this scoreless first half. Defense has been the name of the game. It's not often you see a matchup where both sides can't find a way to get on the scoreboard. We'll have to see if the offense picks up in the second half. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Same drive. Jenkins is going to get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a loss of 9. First and 10. Hill's wide open, able to make the grab. And he'll be tackled at their own 39-yard line. Continuing on the drive, defense will win the battle and get the sack. This will go as a loss of 5. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet, but we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Guy.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Throwing on first down is Manning. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Charles, quickly looking back to last week in the NFL, a couple key quarterback injuries. Marcus Mariota, Derek Carr both went down. Actually, they both went down last year in the same week with an injury.
They certainly did. I believe it was week 16 last year, right? Game 15. Both of them hurt, lost for the season. Carr's team made the playoffs, got beat eventually by Houston. Of course, Mariota's team lost their chance to make the playoffs when he went down with his injury. Mariota this year, day-to-day, hamstring strain. They expect him to be back. But Derek Carr, was it a broken transverse process in his back? That means he broke a bone in his back?
Yeah,
at least 2 weeks.
I'm leaning on you for that one. Transverse process fracture.
Yeah, it means it hurts.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Brad Wing now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On first down, it's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Am I giving away my age when I remember Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie entering the NFL?
No, that doesn't make you old.
No, it doesn't. It makes me feel old. But I'm telling you, when he first hit the league, one of those long corners, a lot of length, they can play the football, had 6 interceptions, tied for second in the NFL in 2016.
Man, so good they had to name him twice. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Here's Perkins on first down, and he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Second down, Perkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest. And now this becomes a question of can they make this stand up? The defense has been impeccable thus far, and now they need to go out and finish strong. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Eli Manning getting ready to go again on offense. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Back to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He'll look to throw. Wide open, it's Marshall complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Manning to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we